You are not supposed to get her wet.
So that's Bradley Bliss. I didn't make any content on this person. I'm still kind of sticking to whatever the breeze blows me to. But he made that comment very Ben Shapiro-ish. If you guys are not familiar with the Ben Shapiro thing, I'd be glad to recap that for you since it's a little old now. But yeah, this guy touts himself as an alpha male. Let me read his profile here. Feminist that speaks for women, as ballsy as that is. Narcissist, proud incel, I don't know what a yoni hater, yoni healer, sorry, I know what that is, and alpha male. Yeah, this guy's awful. So his wife left him, apparently. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, it's quite hilarious considering what he said. I wonder if Ben Shapiro's wife is next. If you haven't watched Thomas Bishop's coverage of Ben Shapiro's laughable, what's wrong with you if you're having, if you're WAP, that's the best way to put that. Anyway, sorry. This whole thing is just hilarious. So apparently his wife has left him, Bradley Bliss here, and it's the Bradley Bliss, as there's any confusion to any other douche that's around the internet. And then he did a video talking about how while first he said that he points to a wedding ring and he's like, I guess this means nothing anymore, which kind of destroys that facade of the free lifestyle he's living, because he was doing a lot of content about how to get women, how to treat women, that kind of stuff. I don't think he ever mentioned he was married. Again, I don't watch a lot of his content. I've just seen enough of the stuff spread around. But now he's on this kick of a restraining, or apparently his wife got a restraining order, to let you know. Got on this kick of a restraining order. It's just a test. And so he's publicly saying in videos that he's going to disobey the restraining order to get to his wife. Like, this is going to be the easiest case ever when he finally goes to jail. Like, I love how the lifespan online of these alpha males is so short. Like, he's taking a quicker nosedive than Andrew Tate, which is just amazing. Since he does profess himself as a proud incel, this is what happens when when your best years were in high school and they were still pretty bad, and then you're past that. Like, this is what happens when an incel becomes a full-fledged adult and starts getting an audience, is they start doing this. So, I hate the content this guy makes because mainly it's the men that watch it are kind of losers. And to give a little more to that, because I don't want it to be their losers open and shut, they're people who are misguided who need a little more help. Okay? I think all men in this day and age go through at some point a struggle with how to approach women because it is very difficult. But there are still better ways to go about things than just assuming you just force yourself to do whatever. Like, it's just wrong. So yeah, it's just neat to see the demise of a lot of these content people. The first video I saw of him was the one, the wet video, which it's pinned on his profile. I'm looking at his profile now. It's pinned there. I'm surprised he still has that up, considering that's what got him a lot of the hate to begin with. But he's trying to write it out like, oh, that's just haters, but it's like he's just making himself like a fool. I'm waiting to see when he gets arrested, just for doing something horrible, because it's almost inevitable. Like, incels almost always get to a point where they do something really bad. And he's been on display to show everybody that. He's been on display showing people, like, I'm pretty nasty, it's going to get worse from here. And it just hasn't reached that tipping point yet. But now that his wife has left him, it's going to go. What happens if she gets with somebody else? He's going to completely lose it. So I did see a video. I couldn't tell if it was him or somebody spoofing him or saying he was dumping his channel because of all the bullies and haters. But it said it was from the 1st of, I think, last month. So I think he was just using that to get views and stuff. Obviously, with all this happening, I don't see how he's going to try to continue the facade of dating/life coach, because that's what he professes himself. Like, he's going to tell you how to get the ladies. He knows what women want. And let me tell you, he's got, such a high success rate. I think one video he boasted about is his body count. Like, it was just so impressive. And it's like, yeah, it's not really impressive. I mean, that number can be anywhere for anybody. It's not really a sign of anything. Like, everybody leads a different life. So this whole idea of body count being good/bad or good or bad is ridiculous for multiple reasons. So anyway, I'm going to kind of cut things there. This video is already almost 5 minutes. If you guys want me to talk about any of these other topics or go in more depth, feel free to leave a comment and let me know. I'll be glad to provide my commentary on it, because I think that out of all of it, the whole thing here is the advice he's given is bad, and we're seeing this now deteriorate. So I'm going to enjoy some popcorn and sit back and watch the show, because he really can't help himself. He's just going to keep posting. So we'll see how it goes.